Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to solve constant velocity problems. Let's get started. Constant velocity problem. Velocity, as you know, that is the quantity that has both magnitude and direction. If an object moves with a constant velocity v, where v is equal to 4i minus 2j meter per second, this can be written as in the column vector as 4 minus 2. That means you are going 4 units in the x direction and then you are going 2 units in the negative direction of y axis. So the velocity has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude of the velocity is called the speed. So that means speed is equal to magnitude of the velocity. If I have the velocity 4i minus 2j, so the magnitude of 4i minus 2j will be written as root of 4 square plus minus 2 the whole square, which is equals to root of 16 plus 4, which is equals to root of 20. So that will be written as 4 times 5, which is equals to 2 root 5 meter per second. That will be your answer for speed. For an object moving with constant speed, speed will be given by distance travelled over the time taken. For an object moving with the constant velocity, velocity will be given by displacement over time taken. You already know that what is the difference between the distance and the displacement. Now, splitting a velocity into its components. The velocity of a particle travelling northeast at 4 root 2 meter per second can be written in the form of ai plus bj meter per second. As you know that you are going in the northeast direction. So this is your east, this is your north, and you are going in the northeast direction. That means you are moving exactly at 45 degrees. So this angle is 45 degrees and you are moving with the velocity of 4 root 2 meter per second. To get the components of this one, I need to draw the triangle. As you can see that I have drawn the triangle here. So we are moving a units in the x direction. So that means this distance is a, and you are going b units in the y direction. So that means this distance is b. So for this 45 degree, this is opposite and this is hypotenuse, because this is our 90 degree angle here. For this 45 degree, this is the base and this will be the hypotenuse. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to apply the cos and the sine rule to get the values for a and b. So if I apply the cos formula here, for the cos 45 degrees, formula is base or adjacent divided by hypotenuse. For this 45 degree, our base is a and the hypotenuse is 4 root 2. Let's substitute the value here. So cos 45 degrees is equal to base. Base is a over hypotenuse is 4 root 2. If you do the cross multiplication on left hand side, that will be a is equal to 4 root 2 cos 45 degrees. So 4 root 2 cos 45 degree is 1 over root 2. So root 2 will got cancelled with root 2 and your answer for a is equal to 4. Now if I apply the sine formula here, for sine 45 degrees opposite over hypotenuse. For this 45 degree, this is our opposite and this is the hypotenuse. So let's put the values here. So sine 45 degree is equal to opposite is b over hypotenuse is 4 root 2. Let's do the cross multiplication. So b is equal to 4 root 2 sine 45 degree. Now that will be equal to 4 root 2 sine 45 degree is 1 over root 2. From here root 2 will got cancelled with root 2 and your answer for b is equal to 4. Now let's put it back. If I put it back in my equation, my velocity vector will be 4i plus 4j meter per second. Now, the velocity of a particle travelling on a bearing of 120 degrees at 20 meter per second can be written in the form of xi plus yj meter per second. So you are travelling, this is your north, and you are travelling at a bearing of 120 degrees. So that means you are moving in this direction with the velocity of 20 meter per second. And I have to write this in the form of xi plus yj. So there are two ways you can draw the triangle. So this is the first way I have drawn the triangle here. What I have done here, I went down in the negative direction of y-axis and then I drew the triangle. like this. So I have the 90-degree angle here. So as you know that this is the straight angle is 180 degrees. Out of that, this is 120. So now you're left with 60 degrees. So that means this angle is 60 degree. For this 60 degree, opposite is x and the base is y. Why? Because you're going x units in the I direction and you're going y units in the j direction. So this will be x and this will be y. So again I will apply the cos and the sine rule here. So for this cos 60 degree, as you know that it is base or oblique adjacent over hypotenuse. So for 60 degree, y is the base and hypotenuse is 20. Let's substitute the value. Cos 60 degree is equal to base is y over hypotenuse is 20. Let's do the cross multiplication on other side. So that will be y is equal to 20 cos 60 degree. So that will be 20 cos 60 degree is half. So here 2 will got cancelled with 20 and it will be 10 here. So the y value is 10. Now sine 60 degree. For this sine 60 degree, x is the opposite and this is the hypotenuse. Let's put the values. Sine 60 degree is equal to opposite is x over hypotenuse is 20. Let's do the cross multiplication. X is equal to 20 sine 60 degree. So that will be equal to 20 sine 60 degree is root 3 over 2. So 2 will got cancelled with 20 and it will be 10. So our x value will be 10 root 3. Now, hence our velocity vector is 10 root 3I minus 10j meter per second. Now, why our j vector is negative here? Even though my answer is positive, why did I put it negative here? That's my question to you. Now, as you know that from the figure, you are going x units in the positive direction of x-axis and you are going y units in the negative direction of y-axis. That's why when you are moving in the negative direction of y-axis, the answer should put as a negative. So that's why we have put negative sign with the j vector. Now, this is the second diagram. You can draw the triangle. So this is your north and you are traveling at a bearing of 120 degrees. So that means you are moving in this direction. So this is our x-axis. So what I have done here, I have drawn the triangle on the x-axis. So this is my triangle here. So as you know that in the north and the x, the angle is 90 degree. So out of 120, 90 degree is gone. So you are only left with 30 degrees. So that means this angle is 30 degree. So as you are moving x units in the x direction and y units in the j direction. So this will be x and this will be y. So again I will apply the cos and the sine rule here. For this cos 30 degree is base or adjacent over hypotenuse. This 30 degree x is the base and hypotenuse is 20. Let's put the value. Cos 30 degree is equal to base. Base is equal to x over hypotenuse is 20. Do the cross multiplication on other side. It will be 20 cos 30 degree. Cos 30 degree is root 3 over 2. So 2 will got cancelled with 20 and it will be 10 here. So your answer will be 10 root 3 for x. Now sine 30 degree. So for this 30 degree, opposite over hypotenuse. So the for 30 degree opposite is y and hypotenuse is 20. So sine 30 degree is equal to opposite is y over hypotenuse is 20. Let's do the cross multiplication. Y is equal to 20 sine 30 degree. So that will be equal to y sine 30 degree is equal to half. So 2 will got cancelled with 20. It will be 10. So y value is 10. So this one we again got the same answer as we got earlier. Again my answer will be 10 root 3I minus 10j. Why negative? Because in this case also you are going in the positive direction of x-axis and then you are going in the negative direction of y-axis. Now let's see one more example. An object travels at a constant velocity from point A to point B and the vector AB is given by 32I minus 24j meter and the time taken is 4 seconds. Find first the velocity and second the speed. As we know that velocity is displacement over time taken. So the displacement from the point A to B is given to you by 32I minus 24j. Let's substitute the value. So that will be equal to 32I minus 24J over time taken. Time taken is 4 seconds. So let's divide it separately. It will be 32 over 4I minus 24J over 4. So if I divide it, my answer will be 8I minus 6J meter per second. That will be your answer. Now I need to find out the speed. As you know that speed is the modulus of the velocity. So it will be equal to mod of 8I minus 6J, which is equals to root of 8 square plus minus 6 the whole square, which is equals to root of 64 plus 36, which is equals to root of 100, which is equals to 10 meter per second. That will be your answer for speed. Let's see one more example. A car travels from a point A with position vector 60I minus 40J kilometer to a point B with the position vector minus 50I plus 18J kilometer. The car travels with constant velocity and takes 5 hours to complete the journey. Find the velocity vector. As you know that the velocity vector is displacement over time. So I need to find out the displacement from A to B, which is given by the vector AB. So OA vector is 60 minus 40 in the form of a column vector. OB vector is given by minus 50, 18. So if I write down the vector AB in the form of a position vector form, this will be written as OB minus of OA, which is equals to, let's substitute the value. It will be minus 50, 18 minus of 60 minus 40. So if I solve it, it will be minus 50 minus 60 and it will be 18 minus of minus 40, which is equals to minus 110 and it will be 18 plus 40, which is equals to minus 110 and then this will be 58. If I write down in the form of I and J, I will write down minus 110I plus 58J. Now time taken is given by 5 hours. So the velocity vector will be given by displacement. Displacement is minus 110I plus 58J over time taken. Time taken is 5 hours. Let's take it separately. Minus 110 over 5I plus 58 over 5J. So if I divide minus 110 over 5, it will be minus 22I plus 58 over 5 is 11.6J. That will be, your answer will be in kilometer per hour because this displacement is in our kilometer. Let's see one more example. A helicopter flies from a point P with position vector 50I plus 100J kilometer to a point Q. So you don't know the position vector of Q. So I suppose that that is equals to xi plus yj. The helicopter flies with a constant velocity of 30I minus 40J kilometer per hour and takes 2.5 hours to complete the journey. Find the position vector of Q. So the position vector of P is given by 50, 100. Position vector of Q is given by x and y. Now I need to find out the displacement PQ. If I write down the displacement PQ in terms of the position vector form, this will be written as OQ minus of OP, which is equals to OQ. Let's substitute the value. That will be x and y minus OP will be 50, 100. So let's solve it here. That will be x minus 50. That will be y minus 100. If I write down in the form of I and j, I will write down x minus 50I plus y minus 100j. Now they have given to us velocity vector 30I minus 40j kilometer per hour and the time taken is 2.5 hours. Now I need to find out my velocity vector, which is displacement over time. So this is my displacement. This displacement is in kilometers. So I'll put the value here. X minus 50I plus y minus 100j over time taken. Time taken is 2.5 hours. Now let's do it separately. X minus 50I over 2.5 plus y minus 100 j over 2.5. Now, this is our velocity vector which we figured it out, and they have also given to us that the velocity vector is 30i minus 40j. Both are the velocity vectors, so I can equate both the vectors. So let's equate it. 30i minus 40j will be equal to x minus 50i over 2.5 plus y minus 100 j over 2.5. Now what I am going to do, I am equating the coefficients of I vector separately and j vectors separately. So 30 is equal to x minus 50 over 2.5. If you do the cross multiplication here, x minus 50 is equal to 30 times of 2.5. So x minus 50 is equal to 75. So move this 50 on right hand side. It will be x is equal to 75 plus 50. So my x value will be equal to 125. Now I can equate the j vector. So minus 40 is equal to y minus 100 over 2.5. Let's do the cross multiplication. Y minus 100 is equal to minus 40 times 2.5. Y minus 100 is equal to minus 100. Move this 100 on right hand side. It will be y is equal to minus 100 plus 100. They will got cancelled and my y vector is 0. So the position vector of q, which will be OQ vector, which will be given by xi plus yj. So I'll put the value x is 125i plus 0j. So this can be written as 125i only, which is in kilometers. That will be your answer for the position vector of q. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below. Bye bye everyone.